FUPOL, Intelligent Tools for Policy Design.
Welcome to another FUPOL podcast. This time we'll talk about the technical architecture of the FUPOL system, or how did we combine the building parts to form a single common service. FUPOL is a research project, and as such it's following a vision that is beyond the current state of the art. We have to integrate technology that is not yet available on the market and whose specifications and behavior are not yet known in detail. This makes it difficult to create a plan for the system in the early stages of the project. It's like solving a puzzle whose pieces are not yet known. So, instead of creating a comprehensive plan, we had to design a software architecture that allows us to follow the scope changes on the technical level without imposing the risk of a complete redesign at the later stages of the project when these new technologies and modules will be available to us. That's why we've chosen a service-oriented architecture that is built around an Enterprise Service Bus, or ESB. This service bus is the communication and synchronization backbone of the FUPOL system. All events and data that are exchanged between the various building blocks are moved through the ESB. This solution has several advantages. An Enterprise Service Bus is well suited for serving as a communication middleware between heterogeneous components. Components that might be based on various technologies that are implemented in different programming languages and that are hosted on different platforms, some of them even on remote locations. Furthermore, it provides support for event orchestration. Thus we can configure which component will talk to which other module, what they are going to exchange, and what is triggered by that kind of communication. FUPOL is a cloud-based service, and as such it has to support multiple clients or pilot cities at the same time with just one physical installation. This means that we have to provide them with their own virtual environment. For a pilot city's user, the system looks like as if it would be their own, and they wouldn't share it with other pilot cities at the same time. Of course, this imposes data security and protection challenges, as we must prevent a situation when pilot city A could see the data of pilot city B. Again, this is something where the Enterprise Service Bus will help us, as all data that is exchanged between the FUPOL modules is moved through this Enterprise Service Bus. This is the ideal place to enforce authorization and data protection. And finally, we can use off-the-shelf products for the Enterprise Service Bus itself, thus taking out risk and effort from the project. We've chosen Mule for that purpose. Mule is an open-source Enterprise Service Bus product that is well suited for our purposes. Now that we have the Enterprise Service Bus working as our communication backbone, we just attach the system's modules to the bus. Of course, there are still plenty of things to do regarding integration, but at least the basic technical work is done by the Enterprise Service Bus itself. In order to exchange data between the modules, we try to use well-established standards whenever possible. So we use Web Map Service, Web Feature Service and Web Feature Service Transactional for exchanging geographical data. This data is used by the simulators, by the social web analytics modules, and of course for visualization. To exchange statistical data or facts of the world, we use SDMX, an international standard that is well supported by our major data providers. For the exchange of semantic data, we use Sparkle and RDF. As FUPOL has a strong technological focus on Web 3.0, or the semantic web, this is our most important data. We use several ontologies to represent social media data. FOAF for user data, SHOC for content, and Dublin Core for metadata. All this social media data is encoded using RDF again. This short introduction should have given you an overview of the FUPOL system's architecture. It is very much driven by the idea of a research project. We follow a vision that is beyond the state of the art, and we can't plan this thing with today's knowledge. So we've chosen flexibility as the most important feature of FUPOL's architecture. That's why we went with a service-oriented, loosely coupled architecture that is based on an Enterprise Service Bus. We are currently integrating the first modules into the platform, so follow us on Facebook and on our webpage to keep in touch about the results. Thank you.